Cast My Lass, and welcome back to another Get Ready With Me video. As you can see, I'm currently blonde. So I'm gonna be just getting ready for my day, but I wanna talk a little bit about what I did to my hair. So I just kind of twisted it. I did like some little twists at the front. I'm not the best at twisting, but then I put one of those little Y2K headbands on here. And I've got the blonde going on right now. It kind of matches the tan that I have. I love doing blonde after I get a tan. So I'm just wearing this pink. This is like a very, very light chalky pink. So I feel like on camera it's kind of looking white a little bit. But this definitely goes with the vibes. Whenever I wear blonde highlights like this, I tend to wear more solid colors. Otherwise it can look a little bit busy. So I don't tend to do as many prints when my hair is blonde. But this is what I'm wearing. I've got the little pearl earrings on. These are like a cool tone pearl. And it kind of matches the cool tone ash blonde. My best blonde color is probably, so I look good in vanilla blonde, like sugar cookie blonde, ash blonde. So the shade of blonde that you get, that does matter. I just want to put that out there. And then as far as my nails, they're a little bit, they got messed up, but I just did Galaxy nails temporarily. I'm supposed to be getting my nails done this week, but it's kind of like a dark, inky, blackish blue color. And then it's got a little bit of purple in it and some sparkles. So this is kind of like fall vibes, like with the nails. I don't know what color I'm gonna get when I go to the actual nail place. Maybe I'll do black and then I don't know, is it too early to do fall nails? For the makeup today, you can see that I already have on a little bit of makeup. So I'm doing kind of this orangey chrome eyeshadow look today, and I only use this palette. It completely got destroyed. But this is the Pixie Eye palette. This is the double tap. And they made this a few years ago, like maybe almost 10 years ago, so I'm pretty sure it's been discontinued. But since the fall is coming up, I'm gonna be wearing a lot more orange. So I just wanted to start experimenting with a little bit of color. So this has kind of like these warm tones, like a pumpkin tone, butternut squash. It's got a little bit of burgundy. It has like a bronzy brown color. So today I stuck with kind of the oranges and browns. But let me look at my makeup right now. So I do want to brush my eyebrows because that always bothers me. Like unbrushed eyebrows, that's not cute. So I have this just because it has a mirror in it. I do have my small mirror too. This is like a fake, it's like a little Louis Vuitton dupe mirror. It was like $1 at the beauty supply. So actually I'm just gonna use this. And then I'm gonna brush my eyebrows. I couldn't find my little eyebrow spoolie, so I'm just using this edge control brush. It does have product on this side of it because I was just using it to do my little baby hairs up here at the top. Oh, and by the way, these are my little baby hairs. I don't like doing extreme baby hairs. I want you to just barely be able to see them, but I'm still gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna use the comb side. And I'm just gonna kind of comb through my eyebrows a little bit. I don't need them to be super perfect today because I am just going out to lunch. Then I'm gonna get some work done later. I have to film for some brand deals. So it's nothing like, I'm not really doing a lot of socializing today until later. I'm going to running club later, but that's gonna be, I'm not gonna be glammed up for that. And actually my baby hair is kind of coming up a little bit, so let me just brush that out. Hold on. Let me brush it out on the camera. I don't know if you can even see that, but it's very subtle. So that's cute. I can also see that I think I want to do a little bit of concealer just like right here in this area. So I'm just gonna take this L'Oreal Paris True Match. This is the one that has the hyaluronic acid. So hyaluronic acid, it helps your skin to retain moisture. So that's really important as you start aging. But I just put a couple of small dots just on this side. I think I'm gonna do one dot on this side. And then let me blend that in. Oh crap, I think I forgot my beauty blender. Hold on. Yeah, I forgot it, but I do have this little foundation brush. This is what I used for my foundation today. But I'm just gonna blend this with the foundation brush. And I'm just kind of patting on my face I know I'm like super hunched over right now. I'm like trying to focus while I'm still talking to you guys. So I'm just gonna blend that in. And then I want to refresh my lips. So I found this lip crayon that I got from the Galleria Mall. Everybody loves the Houston Galleria, by the way. I feel like everybody goes there. Well, a lot of the tourists go there. So this is from that store, Miss A. I got it at the Galleria. So it's kind of like Five Below, but for makeup. So I found this and I had never opened it. So I just opened it today. This is a lip crayon. It's in the shade Fly With Me. So it's kind of like a burgundy-ish, brownish, nude color. You can see how it looks up against my skin. It just looks very natural. And I like chunky lip crayons because it doesn't give a super sharp appearance. So it's gonna make my lips look a little bit more subtle. You guys know I don't really like the extreme lip combo. So I'm just gonna trace over my top lip because that's the lip that tends to be a little bit thin. So let me try to trace over it really quick, hold on. So I'm just tracing it over at the very top. Okay, so now, well, this side looks fuller than this side. Hold on, let me fix it. So the way I would describe this color is kind of like an orangish, a warm tone, orangey, pinky brown. You know what, I'm just gonna put this all over my lips, honestly, because this is a cute color. But I also wanna mix it. Oh, actually, well, no, that's still cute. I'm gonna mix it up with the orange. So that's what this looks like. And now I'm gonna take my Pixie palette that I just showed you guys. And by the way, I love these chrome colors for like mixing. So I'm gonna mix in this orangey color with this brownish bronze color. I'm just gonna do it on my finger because I just really don't care right now. And this is how it looks on my finger. You can barely see it. Okay, hold on, let me get some more so you guys can see it a little bit better. So it's really subtle. It almost reminds me of like a gloss. You guys know that I love making my own lip colors. So I got this lip crayon today, and now I've got my bronze and orange shimmer, so I can make a little fall lip color without having to buy a new lip gloss. And I'm just gonna pat this around the middle. And I'm kind of rubbing it as well. And by the way, I did bring a towel down here, so I'm not being dirty. Yeah, so now you can see that my lips have a little bit of shine, and I didn't even put gloss on. So that's how they look. I don't really think I want to put a gloss on today, so I'm just gonna go in with this Rosy Lip Therapy, the Vaseline one. This is like $1. And I'm just gonna open this up. And you can also use your finger to just dab it out of there. So I'm just getting a very tiny amount. And I'm just putting this on my lips. So now I just created my own lip gloss. I'm trying to like show it a little bit. Yeah, so that's how it looks. And then my nose is not very snatched looking right now. I want to like snatch it up a little bit. So I'm gonna actually create my own highlighter with these same colors. I'm gonna do the orange and the bronze again. And I'm just gonna take my fan brush and I'm gonna go like this on both sides. And then I'm just gonna get the center of my nose just to kind of highlight it today. Let me see how this looks close up actually, before I decide if I wanna mix another color in there. Okay, so that's cute. And then I'm gonna get my, my cheekbone area as well. So I just kind of go like this and just kind of swipe. Do you see how it's creating a little highlight? I don't know if you can really, actually, yeah, you can see it on camera. Okay, my camera just cut off, so I had to restart it. But I think I was doing my lips. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna be wearing this same body spray from last time. This is the one I got at the Walmart in Mexico. This is the Dulce Romance. It was like less than $5. It just smells like flowers. It has like a flower smell and kind of like, it's like a mixture of flowers and berries. So you can't go wrong with that. But I was probably contouring my nose because I can tell by looking in the camera, it's not giving the exact look that I wanted to give. So this palette has kind of this medium brown tone on it. So I'm gonna actually do a little bit of reverse contouring. So reverse contouring is like where you put the dark color in the middle. I just feel like my nose, for some reason, it just looks better that way when I do that versus just the highlight. So I'm gonna take that same fan brush I was using and I'm just gonna dip it. I'm gonna dip it in this little orangey brown color. Then I'm just gonna gently go over the center of my nose. Oh, I was gonna say, if you have textured skin, sometimes doing highlighter, it can kind of highlight the craters in your skin, so just be careful with that. But, okay, this is a little bit too orangey, so I'm gonna actually layer it with kind of more of a neutral brown. So this is more of a neutral brown tone, so I'm gonna mix this in here as well. And I'm just gonna go over the center of my nose. And I noticed that whenever I highlight the sides, that actually looks better. So it is looking a little bit better. Let me just do my highlighter on the sides. So I don't know where my other brush is. Oh, actually I do have a little brush. So I'm gonna take my Sephora banana powder and this little brush. This is what I have on hand today. And I'm just dipping it on there. I'm gonna tap off the excess and blow it. Then I'm gonna go into the corners of my nose because that also gets pretty oily as well. So that already looks a lot better, especially from this angle here. And then I think I wanna go on the bottom of my nose as well, just to kind of prop it up, kind of make my nose pop a little bit. Okay, that's already looking better too. And I'm kind of holding my breath while I'm putting the powder on because I don't wanna like breathe it in. So now I'm gonna get the other side. And it just kind of snatches like the base of my nose. So whenever you're nose contouring, you want to think about like, okay, what part of my nose do I want to look smaller? What part do I want to look bigger? So if you have, like, let's say you have naturally flared wide nostrils, maybe you are contouring in that area. If you have a flat nose, I've seen a lot of the girls draw the two lines. That doesn't look, that just makes my nose look, it just looks crazy. I mean, I think it looks good on camera from a distance, but whenever I try to draw the two lines on my nose, like when I look back at photos, I'm just like, oh my God, that looks crazy. But maybe I'll try to practice. I think it's because I was using contours that were too warm tone, because I used to use the MAC Blunt as a contour shade, and that is way too red. It just looks really muddy on me. So maybe it was just the shade I was using. I don't know. Okay, so now I feel like my lashes, they don't look perfect, but I don't have any mascara right now. My lashes need to be done. I'm probably gonna get them done at the beauty school when I get a chance. So for now, I'm just gonna use my finger to kind of fan them out naturally. And some of them are a little bit clumped together because I was putting mascara over my lash extensions, and I don't think you're supposed to really do that. And some of them are kind of tangly looking, but that's okay because today is not the best. I mean, today is not the most, I don't have anything super important going on today. And plus the dress is cute, the hair is cute, everything else is slaying right now. So it's like, you can't say that this looks bad. Okay, so I got that. And I noticed that one of my freckles is still showing right here. So I'm just gonna scratch off the little bit of highlighter that's covering it up because it's just annoying. I hate when it's halfway showing. It's like either you need to show or just don't show at all. So I'm only gonna be showing these two moles. Oh, you can't even see them on camera. Okay, well, sometimes showing your moles, it kind of helps your whole look to look more effortless. And then let's see here. Oh, so for the eyeliner and my Aegyo Sal, I do want to do a little bit of Aegyo Sal. So I'm going to be using this plum color today. So this is that same brand, Davis, and it's the waterproof. This is the lip and eyeliner pencil, and it's kind of like this purplish. It's just like the perfect plum color. I feel like that's very fall. So I'm just going to put this around my lash line, and I'm just going to do a very small amount, and I'm actually putting it slightly below my lash line. By the way, if the lighting is changing, it's because I'm not using any lighting. I'm just sitting next to a window, so it just became cloudy a second ago, so the light might get a little bit dim. And I'm just gonna do a little bit below my waterline, kind of like how they used to do their eyeliner in the 80s. I mean, I wasn't alive in the 80s, but still. I feel like their eyeliner was always below their waterline. Oh, I forgot to talk about my contacts. I'm also wearing dark brown circle lens contacts. I love a good contact. I need to switch up my colors. I have some pink ones, but they got a little bit dried out, so I need to like fix them. Okay, so I got that plum on there. Let me try to come a little bit closer to the camera so you can kind of see it. You can kind of see just barely. That makes my face look really long. I don't like that angle. But on this side, you can kind of see it. So I am going to do my Aegyo Sal with this neutral brown color. It's kind of like a grayish brown. See how it's blending in with my hair? That is so perfect. But I'm gonna get the lower part of that natural pooch underneath my eye, and I'm just gonna do a small little dot, nothing extreme. So there's just a little dot right there, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. And then I'm gonna take an eyeshadow brush. This is the only one I have right now, so I'm just gonna use this brush and blend out that color inwards. So I'm blending it in towards kind of the inner corner of my eye versus blending it outwards. Because if I blend it out too far, then it just looks like a random line, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. So I'm just gonna blend it inwards. As a matter of fact, I can actually just use my finger too to blend it in. I know you're not really supposed to use your fingers that much when you're doing makeup, but it's like, I feel like your fingers are the perfect tool. Okay, so I feel like it's slaying from this side especially. This is my good side. This is my good side, but I like this here. Okay, so now let me do a little bit of concealer. So actually I'm gonna do this. Instead of layering more concealer on here, I'm just gonna use this. This is supposed to be like a bronzer shade, but on me, it's more of a concealer shade. So it's just like this very light ivory type of color. So I just got a little bit of it on my brush, and I'm gonna put it directly under where I just put that plum eyeliner. And that's just gonna clean up that line. It's gonna make it look perfect. So I got it on that side. I notice I'm better at doing makeup on my right side of my face versus my left side. So I gotta practice being a lefty. But on this side, it's kind of blending in with the eyeliner a little bit, so it's turning pink a little. So I'm just gonna put some extra product on there to bring the color back to what it's supposed to be. And I'm just gonna gently swipe it over here on the left side, just gently swiping it under. So it should almost look like a stripe when you're doing the Aegyo Sal makeup. I really like how this looks. I think that this is a better option than doing a lower blepharoplasty, which is what I was considering doing. Or at least, you know, this is a good option for now. So this kind of naturally lifts your under eye and makes it look very like youthful. So you can actually see it really well on camera. Oh my God, that's so cute. Okay, so that looks good. And then for my actual eyeshadow, I did a mix of that orangey color. So I already have a little bit of orange and a little bit of bronze. Let me take a look and see what I want more of. I think I want to do a little bit more of this chrome orange because it's just like the perfect pumpkin colored orange. So I'm just gonna kind of tilt my head and then go in circular motions all over my eye. And then kind of the further out you hold the brush, the lighter it's gonna turn out on your skin. Like it's gonna be more subtle. If I were to hold my brush like this, it would be more extreme, like I would get more pigment. But for now, I wanna diffuse it a little bit. So I'm just gonna do it with my brush way out here, just to give me kind of more of this airbrushed look with my eyeshadow. So if you're bad at eyeshadow, then just keep your hand a little bit further out on the brush. That'll help you to not like make it look like you punched yourself in the eye. Have you ever done that? Have you ever done eyeshadow where it looks like you got punched in the eye? Because I know that pretty much my entire high school career, that's what I looked like. Okay, so I just blended that in. Now I'm gonna do it on the other eye and I'm doing the same thing. So when it comes to eyeshadow, I'm not a huge smoky eye person, especially during the daytime. You know, I'm just chilling right now. Okay, so this is the final look. I'm trying to hold my hair back so I can kind of show you what it looks like. This is the final look. It's just very subtle. It's got a chrome look. And if you don't have this exact eye palette, you can just pretty much use any warm tone palette. I love warm tone makeup when my hair has blonde highlights too. I feel like it looks better with the highlights for some reason. Even though my highlights are cool tone, the makeup looks better when it's warm tone. And then my dress, this is more the, I would say this is a cool tone color. This is slightly cool. I do have neutral undertones, so that means I have both cool and warm, but I lean just a little bit more cool. But this is the final look. If you guys have any other ideas for content, or if there's anything else you want to see, just let me know in the comments. A lot of you guys watch my channel, but I feel like I don't get that many comments. So make sure to comment down below. Tell me where you're watching from, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.